Welcome back, bitches.
Welcome fucking back.
We are fucking back. And we are, you know what, though? We're fucking vibier than ever.
Oh my
Let
god.
me fucking tell you.
Listen,
We are feral.
I have
Fucking
been on
feral.
my medication for over a year. This bitch is regulated.
I
Okay.
looked at Adam yesterday. I said, baby, and he goes, yeah. I said, I need Lexapro. He was like, are you fucking good? No, sir.
No.
No. Have you met the spawn that I pushed out of my loins? Have you met him?
Loins.
I was like, have you met him?
Wait, I feel like we do need to record this. Because I feel like our
Oh, it's going. It's
no,
been going.
no, I mean like
Oh, this part? Yeah. Yeah, we started with the welcome back, bitches. That's what you guys get. You're not getting anything else, okay? Because we don't have time. We just don't have time for that
we
shit.
have so much to talk
Listen,
about.
we fucking missed it. We missed you guys. Did you happen to go on Anchor at any point though? Because we have had a few more views, and in the last week, people have looked at it, and I'm telling people about it, and I'm like, you know what? We're fucking back, okay? And we're
We're
gonna
back.
vibe this time
Because
because
I missed it so much, like, just, like, I feel like a bad bitch.
sorry about that.
Whenever a microphone is near my fucking head, I'm like, "Wow, I am that bitch."
I fucking feel that. But you know what? Honestly, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like
Toot it.
toot motherfucker.
Toot it, bitch. Fucking
Because we
toot it.
are fucking funny
Oh,
when we're
I'm
together.
so excited. Oh, wait, I have more vibes.
Vibes. See, I need it to be vibey up here. Okay,
Oh,
that's what we need to do.
you can't really tell, but I'll show you. I
That's
have
what. Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
So the people who used to own this house. Oh yeah, we fucking bought a
Oh,
house.
both of us moved since the last time
Yes.
we have
You
oh my
moved to
god.
fucking California. She
I'm
moved
in
the fuck away
fucking
from me, guys.
California.
So I think we talked about it a little tiny bit on our last one because we knew we were going to be going on a hiatus. Just with you moving and you have two boys. Like that's a lot. And it's a lot of stress on your marriage. Like it's a lot when you move. Like a lot. And I mean,
I do wanna
bless
talk
you.
about, like, the drive here, 'cause
Oh
we
my
drove,
god. Yeah, that was insane. Honestly,
so that's
love
on
you,
my
but you're a little crazy.
I know, I know,
Are
I
you
know,
okay?
I know. It it was fine. It was, way longer than I wanted it to be, and we drove for, like, 8 hours a day,
Yeah.
like, and split it into 5 days, so we stayed in
That's
Airbnbs.
fucking nuts. Like when you told me that, I was like, I love Adam. So
Uh-huh,
much. I
uh-huh.
love him so much. I literally wish you guys could see my face right now, but we both look absolutely foul. So we decided it was probably best if we didn't record tonight.
I want
But
to, but, like, at the same time, I look like this. Yeah,
I
and then Cheyenne would have to put a bra on, and that's not the move today.
not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
It's not gonna happen tonight. I'm sorry. No. I'm already like in full Adam Sandler mode. So what do you want
I
from me?
literally
Okay.
just got sent a TikTok the other day that was like,
Is that gonna
what?
fall off of there if I push that back?
Oh god.
No, we're good.
That was
I'm
like,
gonna move you up so I can see you a bit better.
"Oh,
Hello. Oh, that's not gonna work. No, no.
hello."
That was a bad idea. Move you back down.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, I'm moving Ellen.
You're sitting on books.
On books.
Yeah, that's what you're
Now I
sitting
feel like a naughty librarian. Do you remember that? Please tell me you remember that.
Wait.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. It's the glasses.
Oh my god, it's like
It's right there.
it
It's tickling the brain. If anybody listening to this knows, you fucking know. But you have to know us and have worked with us previously.
Oh my god.
Think about it.
I still don't know.
Think about it.
I have no idea. I'm like completely lost. What? Oh, Oh,
We'll cut this out.
I got it.
Oh, you know
I
now?
got it.
Did
No,
we get
I
it?
got it. No,
Okay.
I got
Okay,
it.
we
I
got
got it.
it.
I got it. Oh,
Pause for a brief
oh my
intermission.
god. You know, I miss him.
I fucking miss him too
I
sometimes, man.
do. I miss him. He was
I
like
don't
the
know.
best boss.
He was in his own way. Honestly, I think it was better when I wasn't like when I was just on a truck. It was so much better.
Yeah. I mean, and that's all I did. So,
But even then,
like, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I think the people were a lot.
Oh my
The job
God.
wasn't a lot. The people
No,
were
the
a
job,
lot.
I literally was just thinking about that at work the other day, about how I used to have to write a report for every patient I had. And I was like, ew.
Why did I do
Why
that?
did I mean, like, it was fine. It was easy at the time. Like, we could literally bust out a report in what, 5 minutes?
So fucking easy, but
But
what?
learning how to do that?
That is just stupid. It
Yeah.
was so fucking stupid.
Mm.
Why did I support that?
I didn't. I just did
I
it.
did. I did. I
did
just
it
did it because
to
I
get
needed
paid.
a fucking paycheck.
Yeah, I did it to get paid.
Oh my god. Okay, so listen, there's so much we have to talk about. Like,
Babies,
My
what
dog-
doing?
the dogs are like, listen, these are two rescues, okay? And you can tell they were rescued. They literally, like, when they stretch, they're like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're fine. You've been here for how
It's
long?
because
You're
he's
okay.
got stress. He's got trauma.
This is trauma response, but you know what? Fucking same.
Same though. Same. Oh
That
God.
trauma response is so. Oh my god. Speaking of fucking which, speaking of trauma responses and the causes.
Yep.
First of all, that motherfucker's a cop.
Ew.
Did I tell you that? I don't think I told you that. He's a cop.
Well, he's got ears big enough to fly to calls, so I guess.
He's got his own like sirens. Like all he has to do is like move him a little
I
bit.
know. Just if he can wiggle his ears, he's up and out of here, baby. Like,
oh, fucking fly away, motherfucker.
yeah, he's gone.
Oh, but it's, you know what? He's listen, okay. And I'm gonna say this because I have never named him on this platform.
No.
And if any of them are listening, bite me.
Okay, he literally beat the shit out of you, so I feel like I can talk shit about him.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
I could do worse.
Anywho,
so
but like was it you? No, I think it was Adam. Sent me a picture of that dude from 90 Day Fiance.
Which one?
And he looked just like the one with the
Big Ed.
The thick neck.
Big Ed.
Yes. Yes. And I was like,
oh, that's funny.
I married that?
You did.
To be fair, he was not fat when we first got married.
True.
And now I don't know what happened. But according to his social media profile, which I will admit that I have looked.
I mean,
I have searched.
Is he dating anybody?
Yes.
Is she pretty?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Anywho, she believes in Jesus.
Oh.
And so does he. And there's not, listen, okay. If anybody, do not come at me because I'm not judging that, okay?
No.
But here's my mindset on this, you know, and Adam and I have had so many conversations about this because as much as I hate him, and I'm like, I really am kind of over the whole situation, you know? I'm never going to not be mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you're never not mad when someone puts you in that situation.
No.
And they fucking gaslight you.
When somebody puts you between himself and a door frame, maybe.
Yeah. I'm never not going to be. And you know what? Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Like, for a while, I was so fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Now I'm just angry. I'm like, who does that? It's kind of like not even anger, really. It's like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Is it funny that, like, he's so unimportant in my brain that I don't even remember his name?
I actually wish I was the same way.
I
wish I could forget the fucking
I've
name.
been
I really do.
racking my brain since you started talking about him. I cannot remember his name.
I will say though, like, I can't remember anything else. Like, I know his name, but like, you know how when you're married, you like know their social, you know their phone number, you know their email. Like,
Yeah,
you have to have all this information, especially when you're a military wife,
especially
because like
military, yeah.
you need that info. Like, this is like vital
I
information.
use my DoD number for everything because I don't
Yeah.
fucking know Kyle's soch.
So it's like I needed to know all that stuff, but like I can't even remember any of that, which is fine. Like I'm happy not knowing that shit, right? And I actually like messaged him. I was like, "Hey, just you fucking know, like I can still see your bank account. Like, can you like take me off that shit? Cause like I don't want to see it. I don't care what you're doing. I really don't.
Yeah.
You could choke on your tongue for all I care."
Please,
But
actually, please do
anywho,
that.
so no, my sister went to I can't say it because then everybody's gonna know where he works. But she went to this like biker thing
Okay.
and he was there. She sends me a Snapchat and she was like, am I like stupid or losing my mind or like is this your ex-husband? And I was like, tell me right now. Tell me right motherfucking now. And I thought because at first she was like, you'll never guess who's a cop. And when she said that, I was like, so one of the guys I went to high school with who was in my grade had actually just passed academy. So I was like, oh, okay. So it's like so and so. And she was like, nah, fam. And I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? She sends me the picture and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Who apparently he believes in again.
I'm
Congratulations. Like,
I'm
why?
confused.
You and me both. Listen, I know where I stand, okay? I know where I stand. Everybody knows where I stand. And like I said, it's not that like I'm like against people,
No.
you know? Like I'm not against any of that stuff. I personally don't go to church. I'm just honestly busy and I haven't gone in years. Like it's not like I don't want to. And actually my dad and I had that conversation where he was like it would probably be good like just for you and Adam and Bub to go, especially with like Adam being a firefighter, he's like, it might help him a little bit, you know, like just give you some relief every now and then.
See, and I'm I can't remember. Were you raised in a church?
So we went like so when I was younger, I remember like when my dad was home, we would go to Sunday school and
Mhm.
stuff and we'd go to church services, but it was never like an every weekend, I don't think. And then when we moved to Pennsylvania, it became an every weekend thing.
Okay.
And when we lived in Lancaster, shout out to the church we went there and all of the people who we met there because they were amazing. Like I loved that church. I fit in super well. We had a bunch of friends. And then we moved to the last place we lived and my mom picked a church and I just didn't vibe as well there. Like it I didn't have a lot of kids my age. It was a different scenery. So it just wasn't something that like I really fell into. And then once I fell out of it, I just never stepped back into it. And I was never against it, you know, like and that's the one thing, like, he literally used to shit talk me so much, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jesus doesn't approve of you beating your wife." Just saying.
I feel like I don't know, like because I was raised in the same church my whole life. Like my whole life I went to the
Yeah.
same church. So like and it like when I was younger, it was great when I was like really like little, like they had a really good
I feel like that is such a good
children's
environment for,
program.
like, younger
Yeah, but the
children
thing
too.
is that, like, as a parent and, like, as, like, being older now, like, I realize how much judgment is passed at a church, and it just,
Yep.
like, makes me fucking angry because that's the
I
place
think
that
the environment matters so much. Like, you have to be in a church who's they're, like, truly accepting and are actually living by what they're preaching because that's a huge deal for me. Like If you tell me, here's my thing. If this man is going to come up to me and be like, you need to go to church, you don't go to church, you don't believe in XYZ, and I'm like, I do, I don't go to church. I don't. But
Yeah.
like when we moved to North Carolina, like where the fuck am I gonna go? I don't know anywhere. So like I just never got back into it. You're gone all the time. I don't want to go by myself. But like you can't look at me and be like, you're a shitty person
Right.
because you don't go to church every Sunday. Well, you know what? I don't beat you. I don't drink until I scream at you. I don't do X, Y, and Z. I'm not a perfect person, and I'll admit that. But like that's what aggravates me is when people preach all these
It's
things and then they
hypocritical.
turn around and they do something else. And it's very hypocritical. And that's why the church we went to when I was like, I don't even remember what grade it was. Um, but we were in Lancaster and it was like they literally practice exactly what they preach. They're good people. A lot of them are farmers. Like they're just good people. And like that's what they live by. They live by being good people, being decent people. And if you make a mistake, you own up to it. But like you can't judge other people for their slight wrongdoings
Right.
when you're being a shitty person.
Yeah, yeah. And I also think that like I wouldn't go back to church right now, not because I like would absolutely hate it or anything like that. It would be
Yeah.
fine. It's just like at this point in my life, like I was raised like I I was like non-denominational, but like
Yeah.
very much like there is one God, you know,
Yes.
that's what's preached, that's what's practiced. But like now I'm like there are so many other religions. And like I don't necessarily believe that like God is like the one. I feel like isn't it agnostic? Is that what it's called? Where like you believe in some form of higher power, but you don't know what
I
it
can't
is.
remember.
That's how I
Honestly, it's
feel.
so weird because I'm the same way. I'm like, I see almost like the beauty in all of them.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you're gonna have the people who are like way far off. They like go to the extreme, right? So you have all of your extremists. But like, what people don't realize is like these religions are all based off of, most of them are based around the same things.
Right.
And that's what people don't realize is a lot of them are fundamentally the same. They're just practiced differently.
Yeah. So I was really I read this whole book on paganism like pretty recently.
Really?
Oh my God, it was so interesting. Like I legitimately thought for like 2 or 3 days that I was going to start practicing, like for real. Like it was but I'm not joking. Like it was so and then I texted my cousin and I was like, "Could you imagine if I go home and tell my sweet sweet grandmother, very devout woman, that I'm a pagan?"
Bro, I'm just trying to take a sip of Sprite
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry. It's just like I
I can
still
picture it.
I
It's
believe
not good.
everything in that book. I was like, "Yep, I'm fucking there." Like that is exactly what I think. So like I do feel like a lot of their beliefs and a lot of the things and they worship any god. Like you can pick
Yeah.
anyone you want. Like
Well, and that's why I like the non-denominational churches because they're like, you know what, we don't really care what you believe in. If you believe, come in. Like you are accepted with open arms. Like, and that's where like being a good person is like literally the important part
yeah,
of the
see,
whole
there was
situation.
this I'm gonna call it a scandal at my church growing up. Um, if anybody from my church is listening,
Scandal?
oh my dude.
Ellen's about to give the tea on y'all, so just stop listening
Okay,
now.
so listen, I don't think this old man who was my pastor is gonna be listening to this, but I'll tell it anyway. So,
Go tell it on the mountain.
tell about the pastor cheating on his wife with the lead singer of the band.
What?
Dude,
Please tell me he was in the
somebody
pews. That would make it so much better.
okay, so we
Did you have like
we
a
didn't have
oh no, you're not.
pews.
You weren't Catholic, right? So there were no confessionals. I really wish every
Oh,
church had confessionals. That would be a beautiful ending to this
Somebody
story.
walked in on them in his office. Yeah. So
Like brown chicken.
yeah, I think so. I was like 12 when this happened, so I'm sure I didn't get like all the
12 or not.
details.
I would have been all up in that tea, bro.
So
Like,
I was like
give it to me.
trying to figure it out, but like nobody would tell me anything because oh my god, you're a child. I can't tell you about sex, you know? So like
Bruh. They teach us that shit in like 6th grade. Shut up.
I don't know.
Like,
did you watch Bridgerton?
Yes.
Okay, so
I don't know. Yes. Yes. I finished it. Did you watch Queen Charlotte?
yes. Oh, so good.
So fucking good.
I sobbed.
Tears.
Fucking
Tears.
sobbed. Like, but anyway, what I was talking about. So like how
You got distracted.
That's welcome if you're new here.
Welcome. We go from a really serious topic about domestic violence
and
to a really serious topic about religion to Bridgerton.
Yeah. So, but what I was gonna say is that, like, do you remember how like naive she was to the idea of sex? Like, she literally didn't know what
Yes.
it was.
Yes.
So, like, that's literally how we were raised. Like, purity culture is very much like you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my family was a little bit different because, like, I grew up on a farm, so my mom and dad had to tell me, like, oh,
this is what happens.
This is what happens when whatever.
You can piece 2 and 2 together when you're watching cows fuck outside.
Exactly. So my mom was like, so in this amount of days, we're going to have a baby. Like that was taught to me very young. So like,
do you know who Katie Van Slyke is?
No.
On TikTok.
I don't think so.
I need you to do some
research.
Hard watching.
Okay.
She is amazing. For anybody who watches Katie Van Slyke on TikTok, you know that she's like literally one of the purest people ever. And she's so sweet. She's got a farm. And she is in hot heat of foaling season. And that's what made me think about it. She's in the middle of foaling season. She had an extremely premature foal.
Oh.
And he made it.
Oh, good.
He's doing good. He's trying to walk, actually. They're like getting him up every now and then. But like his hocks and stuff aren't formed. Like knees, hocks, nothing's formed. So they're like, you need to chill, bro. Like you're in cast because you don't need to be walking. Well, she's had a couple good babies and one of her mares just died. Her mare and the foal died. And I was like, intensely fucking sobbing on TikTok. All I do is cry on that fucking app.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I was pregnant, the only shit that pops up on your TikTok when you're pregnant is stuff about babies dying.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is up with that TikTok? You need to figure that shit out.
Literally my first baby, and it's like, hey, by the way, here's like a whole bunch of dead babies. And
like what the
can we not?
When I was pregnant with
that sounded really insensitive. I'm so sorry.
But like when you're pregnant and you're thinking about like all of the bad things that can already happen because you know I have anxiety.
It doesn't make you feel better.
It doesn't make you feel any fucking better. Like
not at all.
God.
I cried a lot. I literally would have to go through and like not interested and like actually change my algorithm because I was like, I can't watch this
so
anymore.
Bad. I had to do that too. It wasn't as bad with Oliver because I felt like I wasn't like super into TikTok then when I was pregnant with him, but Theo, oh my God.
Yeah, Theo and Bubba was like prime heat of TikTok when it got huge.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
It was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, oh Jesus, this is not good. Well then of course. So for those of you who don't know me personally, here's your fucking trigger warning now. Don't listen for like the next 10 minutes. For those of you who don't know, I actually just had a miscarriage recently, our second baby. And literally after the miscarriage, like that's all it was like pregnant people. And I was like, guys, I was like, listen, I'm super happy. Well, it made it worse because I know multiple people personally who are pregnant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, like literally at least 4 people who I talk to on a regular basis
yeah
are or were pregnant. one of them just had her baby. So I was like, this is a really bad fucking
and I think
time.
like I feel like that just happens like after you had, because that happened to me too. Like it would like flooded my feed after I had a miscarriage, which was kind of nice because I got like that like, oh, I'm so happy for you, but like
it was that immense
ouch,
joy for
like,
someone else, and then it was the immense letdown because I'm like actively bleeding, and I'm like,
yeah, like
bro, I just literally just dropped my baby in an ultrasound bathroom
in the toilet
at the hospital.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can we not?
Yeah.
For those of you who are sensitive, I'm apologizing now. I deal with my grief in different ways. Obviously.
I said now we can both make dead baby jokes.
Yeah. I mean,
oh,
just
God.
fitting right in with this fucking group of delinquents.
Yeah, but like and then that makes me think of how you didn't want to tell me that you were pregnant with Bubba.
I literally listened to that podcast.
Did you?
Earlier today. Aww. When we were talking, I listened to part of it and I almost started crying because we had a conversation.
Yeah.
After I lost the baby, and I remember telling you, I was like, I feel like shit because I didn't know how to help you in that moment. And I know now firsthand, there's nothing you can fucking do to make someone feel better after you lose a baby. Nothing. Also, before I get off on that tangent, did you ever research the difference between a chemical pregnancy and a miscarriage?
Yes. Yeah, because mine, I legitimately think that mine like was a chemical pregnancy. Like I didn't have an ultrasound, but like in my brain, I don't think there was a baby in there at all. I think it was just.
Do you think that's your mind, like
maybe, but like
trying to make you feel better?
Maybe,
or
but
do you
like
think like genuinely?
even when I was like pregnant or thought I was pregnant, I'm putting air quotes around that.
It didn't feel the same.
It didn't feel the same.
That's how mine was. But I think so. I actually did like quite a bit of research because and that's what my brain does. My brain is like,
Leah and I went down a rabbit hole.
I want to fucking know.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I want to know, because actually in that podcast, we were talking about it and you were like, you immediately blame yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember, obviously I'm there and I'm like, from my side at the time, I was like, yeah, I mean, that would be in my brain. My brain was telling me, yes, Ellen is right. Like, you would immediately blame yourself. And then you go through it and you're like, motherfucker, like, how could I do everything right and it still goes wrong?
Yeah.
So I was like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Like, I was taking Zyrtec. I was like, did I take I was taking Zyrtec every day. I was like, was it Zyrtec? Like, I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And obviously Adam's like, you didn't do anything wrong. And I felt horrible. That was my first thought, was him. Like, I have to tell him that he now lost another baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, my soul was like shattering into a million pieces, because I'm literally, every time I went to the bathroom, I was like, I'm wiping away another piece of my child as I'm going to the bathroom. And I was like, I now have to stand up. Like, I remember, because it was spotting, like very light spotting. It went away. Super light spotting came back. And I was like, could just be spotting, right? But I never bled with boog.
Yeah.
And I kept telling myself, I was like, it's the same. My symptoms are the same, but they weren't. And looking back, they were not.
Yeah.
My boobs were not as tender. I was nowhere near as sick. Like, I did have some like of the same symptoms, like simple aversions and stuff like that. But like, I just wasn't where I am now. Like, and I was like, so I went down that rabbit hole. And a lot of it is genetic. It's a lot of times it's like some sort of genetic abnormality or something. And obviously this is like, they can't confirm these things.
Right.
But this is what they're assuming.
Well, and
right?
like the whole time with my miscarriage, like I was nauseous as fuck. And like with both of my boys, I didn't get sick. I never got sick.
That's so crazy.
With either of them, I never got
You had good pregnancies.
I did. I had really
I mean, you really did have good pregnancies.
I
like,
did.
and we talked about that too before, that you had really nice pregnancies.
Fan-fucking-tastic. If I was just talking to Leah about this not too long ago. If I had better experiences with an epidural, I would be a surrogate. I would. Because fantastic pregnancies. Like the only thing that happened that was so bad with my labor and deliveries was my epidural.
Was your epidural.
And then with Theo, like I tore like a motherfucker, and I don't want to do that for other people.
Well, they warned you for after Oliver, didn't they? Did they tell you that you were probably going to tear?
Oh yeah.
Worse or the same?
I knew. And like
just because of the scar tissue.
Right. And I knew I tore pretty bad with Oliver, so I knew it was not going to be great with Theo. But like,
you were a bad bitch with Theo, though. You were a fucking bad bitch. I remember telling Adam, I'm like, you know what? I fucking love her because there is no way on God's green fucking earth you would catch me staying at home until 7 centimeters.
So long. I stayed for so
long. Walking my happy ass into that fucking ER. And walking my happy ass to labor and delivery.
Yeah, I did.
And delivering without pain meds.
They literally at the front of the hospital asked me, because I stopped for a contraction and I was leaning on like the welcome desk of the hospital, and they were like, "Do you want a wheelchair?"
I need a minute.
And I was like, "Absolutely the fuck not! I'm walking
Get
this
the fuck
baby
away
out."
From me. I do wish I would have moved more in my labor with Book. I really do, because I feel like that really would have helped me a lot.
It does.
But once I think it like, oh my God. Listen,
flashbacks.
I'm so jealous. You almost had an in-call birth. And
I did.
So fucking jealous.
It was close.
Because what I would have given for even 1 more centimeter with an amniotic sac around that child.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Like, I didn't realize, like, I knew that there was a cushion, right? Like, I knew that. And I knew that it was going to hurt more once my water was broken, because that's what happened with Oliver. But, like, so his head was out when my water broke. His head was, like, came out. And
was it like an immediate, like,
it was, I'm telling Cheyenne, it was like that, you know, that how people talk about how you have that urge to push that you can't help. It was like that, but like I can't even explain the amount.
For those of you who can't see me, my eyes fucking twitching right now. I'm just like, absolutely not.
the like insane amount of pressure and just like that ring of fire is a real fucking thing. Like that. And so like as soon as that water was
did
broken,
that shit though.
I literally, right after it happened, looked at Kyle and said, I did it. I fucking did it.
You did that.
Yeah.
Like, you, ma'am, deserve a fucking cookie.
It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. And
because that's fucking nuts.
Well, Leah brought me KFC, so shout out Leah.
We love Leah. Also, Leah, if you're listening to this, I'm so jealous because you are so gorgeous pregnant.
I know.
So
oh my God,
gorgeous.
Literally, I was just Snapchatting her and we were talking about her belly, and I was like, oh, you're making me miss my belly. Every
time I see her, I'm like, can you stop? Because you're pretty. You're so fucking pretty. I looked foul.
She was like, what is attractive about this? I was like, Leah, I'm gonna kill you.
She's like one of those people who you look at her and you're like, you actually glow when you're pregnant.
Yeah,
like
she looks good.
She just looks so fucking beautiful.
She just doesn't think it. But
so
she
jealous.
does. She looks so good.
Ma'am, if everybody could appreciate your beauty when you're pregnant, that would be very nice, because again, could not be me.
Pregnancy is a beautiful thing.
Okay. But let's talk about this for a second.
Okay.
Why the fuck do they tell pregnant women, go home and have sex? It'll induce labor.
I don't want you to touch me.
I would rather stick my head through a slate glass window then fuck anybody.
Yeah.
At 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
What? Adam, I love you. Oh my God, I love you so much. I love you.
But like,
okay.
there's just so much going on down there.
Listen, if I could have sex 9 months pregnant and like truly enjoy it the way I do when I'm not pregnant, I would be fine. But you can't.
I think we did.
We had a lot of sex up until the point that I
Just
could
miserable.
not see his abs over my stomach. And I was like, done.
You have to get really creative with positions. I'm just saying.
Listen, all I can see is like, no matter where I go, it goes with me. All I can see is belly button.
It is attached to you, so that makes sense.
I was like, bro, I can't look down without seeing my stomach.
No, yeah.
I can't see my feet. I can't see my vagina. I can barely shave.
Oh yeah, Kyle did that for me.
Adam did it. He helped me once. I successfully shaved myself my entire pregnancy.
Nope, couldn't.
I needed him to touch up areas once.
Oh yeah, Kyle did it for me. I could do like the top part.
I needed help with my butthole.
I needed help with like the bikini, or not the bikini. I needed help with like the lips, like the labia.
I could.
I
could reach those.
I could have. Well,
I couldn't remember.
I could reach them, but like I just.
Oh, I was blind faithing that shit.
Yeah, I could have
a lot.
But Kyle and I take showers together all the time, and I was like, "You're already in here."
I literally got to the point where I was like, I can't move without this child's feet in
my ribs.
Any one singular part of me.
Yeah.
So I literally looked at him and I was like, Adam, and he's like, yes, my love. And I said, I need you to help me shave my butthole. And he said, okay.
What a man.
Said, I love you. And he was like, can we have sex now? And I said, nope. I was like, sir.
You got to look at it.
Do you see how bad I am?
You got to look at it. And that's your porn for the night.
You got to be in like the general area. Like.
Yeah, I don't. No.
Oh, get away from it. It's very agitated.
Well,
I mean, I was like really pregnant, so I was like, I mean, you know how miserable I was. I was like, I'm done. Like, I don't even think he really would have like. He wanted to, bless this man. He wanted to so bad, but I don't think he had it. He had the heart.
It's just uncomfortable
to even say please. He was like, you're crying in the shower every night. I should probably leave you alone.
You were so fucking miserable.
I hate HATE double hate.
Yeah,
being pregnant.
Like, and I just never
entirely.
Yeah, I just didn't have that experience, which I'm so grateful for. Don't get me wrong, because I don't know that I would have had another one.
I don't know if it's just like, I don't know if it's like the way my body is built or like my proportions.
I would say you're a small person, so like it makes sense.
Well, I don't even think it was like, I think it was my like hips, like my pelvis to like torso area ratio is not that big.
Yeah,
there's not. It's short. Okay,
and he was a big boy.
I'm 5'4", and honestly, I have pretty long legs for my height.
Yeah.
So like, there's no space. Okay, I'm very short in the abdominal area. This motherfucking kid,
and he's a big boy now,
was born 2 weeks early and was over 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Fuck my life. No, man. No, man.
That's crazy. I remember when you went to the hospital and you FaceTimed me and I was like, is it happening?
Oh, was that the day that I was like sobbing because they told me that I needed to go home because I was in early labor? Probably, huh?
I can't remember. Did you go the day before you actually went in?
I went Friday. and they were like, hey, you're not in active labor, you're in early labor. You're welcome. And I can't remember if I was 2 or 3 centimeters dilated.
3.
Like I wasn't even enough to stay. Oh yeah, I was 3.
I
And
remember.
they were like, you're not even enough to stay. And I was like, get absolutely fucked, nerd. And I was like, okay. So I was sobbing in tears. Adam went to work. And then I forced myself into labor that night. I fucking used that damn. I don't think I moved like that my whole fucking pregnancy. I used that exercise ball until I fucking couldn't anymore. And I put myself, my happy little butt, right into labor. I said, you know what? Get this fucking baby out of me right now. I love him. But
you
no.
you were so over it. Like
I was done. You know you're done when your PA asks you at 36 weeks if you want a membrane sweep. You know you're done. She was like, ma'am, do you want this shit at 38? And I say, yes, ma'am.
Yes, I do.
Get him out, please and thank you. And then she asked me again at 38 weeks, like my answer was going to change. Get him the fuck out of me. Get him out. I'm done. I want him out.
Yeah.
Bruh, absolutely not. What else have we have to get like caught up because I feel like so much shit has happened. Like you moved. We bought a house.
Yeah.
We got 2 dogs. For people who don't know, I love big dogs. Big dogs are my fucking life. Like we had an Akita, a Great Dane. Like I love big dogs. And so we got 2 Dane Mastiff puppies.
And they are the cutest boys.
We did not buy them from a breeder. For anybody who is going to ask. No. Also, anybody who asks, I really do not think Dane Mastiffs need to be bred. They're not purebred. Stop breeding fucking random dogs together to make a trend, okay? Like golden doodles, really?
They are cute, though.
That is like a mutant. That's like Stitch, okay?
Snoring. Oh, it's Micah. It's Micah. She's
I fucking love Micah. These 2 are like, Thanos is staring at me like, Mom.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say I love their names.
Thanos and Hades.
I love it.
Hi, baby. He's staring at me. Oh, Hades is up. Thanos is up. Oh, they're coming to visit me. Come here, babies. Hey, good boys. Yeah. They're mama boys,
love
huh?
their names so much.
They're just such fat heads, too. Like, Hades has more of, like, the Mastiff face. So he's got, like, a boxier head. And then Thanos has, like, the real Dane face. So he's got, like, floppy chops.
Aww.
So I'm, like, flopping his chops. And Hades, I'm just smushing his face. Where'd you guys go? Oh, they're sleeping. Okay, whatever. I'll leave you alone. But, like, I feel like so much shit has happened. Both of the boys are, like, running around and have teeth.
They're going to be fucking 2 this year.
Oliver's
already. I know. Oliver's going to be 3. I know.
That is insane.
In 3 months.
Barely fucking walking.
In 3 months.
At our gender reveal for Book. And now he's like, he's a little man.
I know, and he's talking. He said hi, Cheyenne, earlier.
He did. Dude, you can't be doing that shit to me right now. I almost broke down. I was like, oh my God.
I know. Whenever I FaceTime Leah and she has Isabella say hi, Auntie Ellie, I die every time. It's so cute. And then she
is adorable.
She's so cute. And her hair is the most.
She's going to be such a little heartbreaker.
Her hair is the most beautiful, long, brown, curly hair. And she's got
that is not the most Leah baby I have ever seen. That baby is gorgeous.
And her lashes.
She is so cute.
And and she has like natural blonde highlights. Like she's just she's just a pretty little girl.
She's so adorable. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see people with girls and I'm like, that kind of makes me want a girl. But then I'm like,
I don't know.
I have a sister.
I don't know what I would do with a girl.
I think my sister ruined me.
I think my sister ruined me.
I love her, which is so funny.
Oh, Kyle's FaceTiming me.
I was say, is that your husband?
Yeah.
I heard it. I was like,
hold on. I'm going to end ours and answer his. Yes, honey.
Okay.
I don't remember what we were talking about before my husband interrupted us. I don't know. My ADHD brain cannot.
Yeah, I don't remember. All right. Well,
yeah.
Next topic.
Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. One thing. I was trying to sit like this while I was on the phone with him because I redid his like stuff by his computer. So I was like,
I don't want you to see it.
I don't want you to see it yet. So yeah, but I don't think he noticed. So.
He's like, I don't know. I know Kyle's got it in him, but I really just don't picture him being mean. Like,
oh,
I know he's got it in him, but like,
he's an instructor. Yeah.
Seriously, that's what he's doing now?
Yeah, he's got to be a little.
Hell
mean.
yeah, Kyle, fucking get it, my guy. You're doing great. Yeah. You're killing it.
Yeah, and like he said, oh fuck, what is it called when you fall in love with your captor? What is that called?
Oh,
oh my god,
Ellen, you just made my mind blank. The fuck? Does it start with an S? 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 Okay, hold on. This is what Google was made for, right? Or Safari, I guess, because I don't have Google on my fucking thing. Whatever. Disorder in which. Why is this a search? Why is this a fucking Stockholm syndrome? Holy fuck.
Oh, you were right. It is an S.
I knew it was an S. I just couldn't fucking remember it to save my life.
Okay, so that's what he says is that ironic. They have Stockholm syndrome because he's an asshole to them, but they love him.
He gives off golden retriever energy, but he's also an asshole.
Yeah, he can be a dick.
And then
not to me.
Then there's Adam, who's just an asshole.
Spicy. He's just a little spicy.
He's sweet to me for the most part. I had to put him in his place the other day.
Oh.
He got a little too spicy with me. He said K. Ooh, and I said,
I hate that.
You better fix your attitude because I ain't the motherfucking one. Actually, I didn't say that. I said, you're being really mean to me right now, and I didn't fucking do anything wrong. So I was like,
I really don't appreciate you being so fucking rude to me right now.
I was like, you're being kind of mean. And
have you seen that TikTok?
I'm actually innocent this time. So like
it's like how to text an anxious person, and it's like, have you seen those? Mm-mm. And he says like, so he puts up a green screen and he says like, it's like a screenshot of K, and he's like, never ever say this.
Don't fucking, if you are with someone who is anxious and you say K,
I'm immediately, you're pissed at me.
Yes.
You're mad about something and I don't know what.
Yes. He does that shit on purpose too because he knows.
He said, and then he put the OKAY, and he said, see, this is okay. But if you add a period, not okay.
Or just okay.
Oh, yeah, no, you're mad at me.
I don't even really like when he says okay. There's got to be a buffer word in there somewhere.
I need an AY in there.
I need like okay, babe, or okay, baby, or okay, love.
Yeah.
That tells me you're not mad. If you just say,
yeah. And then like he was saying like, the guy was saying like put OKAY, add an exclamation point, and then put a smiley face, but not this one. And he put like the one, the one that's upside down.
Yep.
Okay, but not the upside down one, the like normal face.
The upside down one is like,
yeah, but he was like, but don't put this one, and then put that. And I was like, true, that's so accurate.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we need Lexapro.
Exactly. It has. I mean, Zofran. Fuck me, Zoloft.
Oh yeah, Zoloft is good.
That's what I'm on. But
Lexapro, Zoloft.
I still have anxiety. It doesn't. I have a doctor's appointment next.
They just gave you the good old razzle dazzle.
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment next week, and I'm gonna ask to get tested for ADHD.
That's actually not a bad idea. I probably should be tested for it. I probably should be tested for a few things, but
same. Well, I already did that, and then I cried to my son's doctor, and she was like, "Yeah, you
probably
need some medication."
I fucking love that for
and
you.
I was like, She was, oh my God, I loved her. She like came in the room and she was like, how are you? You know, just like normal. And I was like, oh, I'm good. How are you? And she said, I'm good. And then she said, okay, but like, how are you? And I was like,
don't ask me that question. I'm going to start crying.
Yeah, immediately.
Immediate tears. My sister used to do the same. Megan, if you're listening to this, she might. I don't know. She likes me now. So fucking win for me. We were literally laughing the other day because it's like so true. She sent me a TikTok and it was like, you don't believe your parents when they tell you that you and your siblings are going to be like closer than ever when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't fucking believe that shit. I'm going to hate this bitch as long as I live. And she's like, I'm going to hate that bitch as long as I live. We did not like each other. But like now we're like, she my BFF.
You chill. You chill now.
We vibe. I like her a little bit.
I like her a little bit.
She was like, she opened up to me about how mad she was. I wasn't in her wedding the other day. And I was like, sorry. I was like, it definitely would have been worse for our relationship. Because I would not have been there enough. I don't know. It could have been better for our relationship, but I don't think we were at that point where like in my mind, I knew for sure it was going to make things better.
Yeah.
I was like, I think we needed that separation because I feel like we got a lot closer in the middle of wedding planning, like when she really started to calm down. And then at the wedding, like, I think that's when she like really started to realize that like, I'm not as big of a dick as I like lead on. Not to her, at least. But like, that's when we started getting closer. So she was like, oh, fuck, okay. So then, and I realized that she really wasn't like, shit. None of the shit that ever went down between us was like our issue.
Right.
It was an adult issue that we got brought into. So that wasn't really
that
fair.
You had to deal with.
But, where was I going with them?
No fucking clue. Couldn't fucking tell you. No.
What did I start off with?
I have absolutely no clue.
Was it getting tested for things?
Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna ask to get tested for ADHD.
Yeah. There was something like that bridged.
I have no fucking idea. I have no clue. Listen, I don't even know what I had for actually, that's a lie. I do know what I had for breakfast. Nothing. I didn't eat breakfast.
I know what I didn't have for breakfast, and that was Dunkin' Donuts. Adam.
Oh.
He brought me coffee.
The only thing I've eaten today was
your life is not that fucking hard, homie. You're not living outside eating garbage anymore. You're fine. Go to sleep. But these motherfuckers don't even pay rent. They're back here.
Dude, Micah is snoring like loudly by my feet.
You act like you put in hard work. You know what they do? They excavate our backyard is what they do, motherfuckers.
Oh, same.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Listen, our backyard is the size of like a room, a very small room. Okay. And up against the house, there is a huge hole just
living. Thriving,
just there.
Being.
Yep. It's just, I don't have the energy to do anything about it. So there it is.
It looks like 1,000 bombs went off in our backyard. I'm going to have to remind me. I'll send you pictures of it tomorrow. It's bad. It's real bad. Like Adam
At least you own the house.
Adam came in today and was like, babe, we got to do something about this. I said, my guy, I've been telling you that for like 2 months.
You know, the one thing that I don't miss about living in North Carolina was how much fucking mud was brought into my house.
Oh my God. So much like fucking mud.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've cleaned our car. What, that whole house has carpet in it.
This one?
This one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the one we're in. Yeah. The whole house has carpet in it. Minus the kitchen and the bathrooms and the entryway.
Yeah, no.
Which the entryway technically doesn't count, but you know. But the whole fucking house has carpet in it. Dining room, living room, Mind you, this is like almost a 2,000 square foot house with two very big dogs who like to fucking dig.
Yeah.
And they go outside and they pitter patter and they eat fucking dirt like little shits. Love them though. And they come in and their faces are all muddy and their paws are all muddy. And they're like blip, 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 blip. Tromping in the house.
Yeah, no. I don't miss the mud. I don't.
No. You know what I don't miss about Lejeune? The cockroaches.
I never had any issues with those in my house. We had some in our garage a couple times.
But they were just like fucking everywhere. Like outside. Like they were just
at our apartment before we moved into our house, they were fucking everywhere. Oh my God.
And it didn't matter how much you fucking cleaned.
No.
They were always there.
If it was wet or if there was anything that they could hide under,
nope.
That's where they were.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, no. I'm not a fan.
Lejeune can absolutely get wrecked.
I saw a TikTok the other day. Oh my God, what did he say? Oh, it was a trans guy and he was saying like how they do those like this is how long I've been on testosterone, like, and it's like, this is my voice this many months on testosterone, whatever. And so every time he said something different, so it was like funny. So like one of the ones that he said was like, this is 7 months on Camp Lejeune's water supply. It was really fun. And so I looked at because comments are like the best.
Fucking gold.
Dude, it was really funny. And somebody commented because like there were so many like different ones that he said that were fucking hilarious, but I went to the comments and somebody in all caps said Camp Lejeune's water supply. And I was like, it's true though.
You know what though? Like fucking bless up for people who go through that shit, because I know that's gotta be hard as fuck. Transitioning has got to be hard. Like when you're actually on like the pills and stuff, like I know that's gotta be hard. I can't even handle my fucking emotions.
Yeah, and like my hormonal, the hormonal flux of like just all of it,
like literally changing all of that. I could not fucking imagine how hard that would be. Like,
and on top of like everything else that they already had to deal with.
Yeah, no, I could not fucking imagine how hard that would. No, absolutely not. Like I know, like obviously we know how hard like postpartum is, but I can't imagine like your whole body going through that change.
Like obviously the pregnancy, like your body changes, but like
it's like your hormones though. Like it's the shit your body is like naturally making.
Yeah, they're like putting it into themselves. Like that's
like
crazy.
And you know what? Like fucking good on them for like
props, dude.
Yes, because I would not be able to fucking do that. Like that has got to be hard. And then dealing with like all this other fucking shit going on in the world.
Oh my God.
Please.
Leah and I just had this discussion. Trigger warning. Gore. I mean, kind of. I mean, yeah, you would call it gore. Anyway, so
literally, Leah okay, but at this point, I think this whole podcast is like one trigger warning. It's like,
there's
miscarriages, religion, domestic violence, gore. What else?
Yeah, all of it. Anyway, so Leah saw this this TikTok of a trans man, and so he had just gotten bottom surgery.
Oh,
so he got a penis, right?
Ow.
Do you know how they do that?
Yep.
Okay, so
I remember watching a video. I think I watched a video on this like
I think we were at work. I think we watched it at work.
Oh my God, we did. Remember, because we asked, you know who to come in, our boss at the time. We asked him to come in and watch it, and he was like, absolutely the fuck not. You're not dragging me into your bullshit. Get out of here.
Yeah. So they take skin off of your arm or your leg or somewhere else to make the penis, right? Because obviously you don't have enough skin down there. So, and oh my God, Leah and I were just like, dude, in a fucking rabbit hole of like all of these pictures, and like it literally looked like, one of them literally looked like a severed hand. Like it was so, like, all of the skin on their arm, like degloved. It looked degloved.
I mean, that's basically what they're doing.
But
though.
like up to their wrist. It was crazy. Nope. It was crazy. And then we saw a couple that like people had tattoos, so then they had tattooed penises.
Why would you tell them to take it from that area? I mean, I guess it's not really their choice.
It's probably like what skin is viable or whatever. Like in the doctor,
like, I would think
could be like doctor's choice. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. I was like, what?
Bro, of all fucking things you could do to this poor man is take skin off of his arm that's tattooed and put it on his now penis.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's could so you imagine, fucking wild.
Could you fucking imagine fucking someone and looking down and just like their whole dick's tattooed?
That's what it looked like.
But that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine that and just being like, did you sit through that? Because like, owie. Ow.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. That whole but like a male to a female makes more sense to me because he kind of just like folded in.
Yeah,
right?
It just kind of gets like
it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I guess they
make it pretty too, obviously. But like it's
it's just the
you're using the same skin, the same area. Whereas with female to male, it's you have to use skin from another area because you don't have
enough.
You don't have enough skin.
Which is fucking wild to me.
But like I mean, I can imagine that's got to be painful
in both areas.
In like so many areas, like because you're going through. I'm assuming you are like still going through your like hormonal changes too, right? Like they're probably still taking the pills and everything. I think those are lifelong, aren't they?
I was gonna ask if you knew that because I don't know if that is like.
I want to say like in some way, shape, or form, yes, they are lifelong.
I would assume because you still have like female organs unless you get them removed. You get what I mean? Like you would have to.
Yeah, but even with a hysterectomy, like you're not producing a male level of testosterone.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, and if anybody knows for sure and we are wrong on this subject, correct us.
Let us know. Yeah, let us know.
Like if we're ever wrong on something, like message us or something and let us know. We'll correct it in the next podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't want to be canceled.
Already
on our first podcast back, which we might be. We touched some like very touchy subjects. I will say like this is not what we normally do. Like we're really talking like just kind of out of our ass tonight because like we haven't talked like this in forever. Like just sat down and done a podcast. And this hits different. Like it's not like when you're on FaceTime catching up. Like it's a lot different. Like we're so much more unfiltered.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In this environment. Yeah. I took my nails off and now I have nubs and I just like
I need to do mine so bad. They're so
I just used my nubs. I put gel on them because I've been doing dip with tips and I need to let my nails.
I can't do gel because relax. It peels so nicely that I know it
peel it off.
Nicely. I peel it right off.
I have to do like a decent amount of layers so I know it's not gonna like come off easy. It's nice and hard.
I've been using just regular nail polish the past couple weeks.
My nails are too flimsy.
See, and mine are too for some reason now. I think it's just because I've had babies and now they're fucked up.
See, and I was thinking about that because I'm like, they were not this bad.
Yeah. Until bugs.
I pushed that giant child out of my loins.
my loins. Yeah, I've been using nail polish and like I use a top coat and I do like multiple layers of the top coat so it makes them a little bit thicker.
Yeah, I need them to be like strong.
Oh yeah, I mean I do.
Strong
I mean
strong man.
At work I type on a keyboard all fucking day. Like I gotta.
Oh yeah, your nails take a beating, huh?
Yeah. All right, we should probably wrap this one up, huh?
All right. Well, it was really nice talking to you bitches, even though we're just talking to ourselves.
I mean, I feel like y'all talk back.
They're probably like, what the fuck is wrong with these two?
They were probably screaming Stockholm syndrome when we were trying to figure out what it
Listen, guys,
was.
we literally talked about how we both need to be screened for ADHD, and
I'm going to. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, I need to be. I need a lot of fucking shit right now, but for various reasons, it's not gonna happen right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome back to fucking hell, guys.
Sorry. I don't even remember. Did we do a sign? Do we do a sign off, or do we just kind of go bye?
Bye, bitches. I think we just did like bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And let us know if you want us to talk about anything. Boop, boop.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.